Brang! Welcome to Burning Down the Far Hill Week 5 edition. We're at the quarter pole. No, and actually, it's probably less than that, considering the fact we play 13 regular season weeks. So we're at the third pole of the season here. So you guys know what the drill, what's happening here. I'm going to do some recaps. I'm now going to start, going over the standings, and then we'll get into the matchups for Week 5 with some news and notes along the way. So starting with that, Sinister Guy from the Internet defeats the Syndicate Enforcer 201 to 186. Matt Ryan 52 points to send me to 1-3. Shakeups is about to happen. I'll get more into that later. Fat Bastard defeats Davis Dynasty 156-114. Deshaun Watson 47 points leads the way for Chris's Bastardoms of Fatness. And the shocker, I don't know how more to explain this next matchup, but Irish Cop defeats Bad Dog 245 to 239. Alvin Kamara 58 points. My dad, he's 0-4. He is 0-4 by a combined total of 16 points. Most of you guys have gotten wins or losses by 3 times that amount. He has a combined total of 0-4 losses of 16 points. He is currently third in the league in scoring. He's 0-4. We're starting to sense a problem. His team is good. He's just running into people at the wrong time or not scoring at the wrong times. Wow, this is a staggering stat. 16 points, 0-4, and he's the third highest scoring team in the league. Third highest scoring team in the league, you should at least be 3-2. But hey, that's how these things work sometimes. But moving on. John Boy Special People defeats Steel Curtain 187 to 165. Corey Davis leads the way with 50 points for the Special People. Way to knock Steel Curtain from the ranks of the unbeaten, which eliminates all the unbeatens from the league. Bitchmaker Ridi defeats the El Resistencia. What is this? The French versus the Spanish. 183 to 153. D-Hop goes for 52 points to lead Mark on his quest back. And Fake News defeats False Reporting. It's cute. It's cute, Jim. In fact, this is probably your best one to date. 226 to 164 was at Goff for 70 last Thursday night for Fake News. Pick'em winner was myself for this week with, I think, 92 points. And then the Survivor Pool, because Chris felt that Roger needed to win that, so he just didn't submit a pick for the Survivor Pool. Roger wins the Survivor Pool and the $3 that comes with it. We will reset the Survivor Pool since we will get another round in since it's only week 5. But there's only going to be, this is the only other round we're doing. We're only doing 2. So if it ends after 3 weeks or it ends after 10, it'll end. So everybody, Survivor Pool, get back in it. 2 losses. We're doing double elimination with this one since we got plenty of time in the season here. We got basically 12 weeks. So double elimination is back on the thing. Get in the Survivor Pool. We got another $3 on the line. All right. So there's the matchup. So going over the standings here. In the Homeboys division, Rogers is taking command. He's got a 3-1 mark. Fake News Jer sitting at 2-2, and myself and Garen are both sitting at 1-3. And I'm not even gonna lie, it's an ugly 1-3, and I shouldn't even have the 1. The 1 went over my dad, which is by like 6 points, and yeah, that should never have happened. So I have a very ugly 1-3. I got to play Roger this week, getting into matchups next week. So my season sort of comes down to this week, pretty much. Because nothing like getting behind by 3 games and another one in hand, even though you got to play them again. But yeah. In the Away Boys division, it's a logjam. This is the death group. This is death group here. John Hansen 3-1. Thomas, defending champion, 3-1. Hauser's a stunning 3-1. And Chris is 2-2. So everybody's 500 and better in that division. This one's going to come down to the end. And I would not be shocked if all the wild cards come from this division too. So that's also not going to shock me because all these teams are pretty quality. That leaves the Outlander division. Mark's got a game up on JJ. Jim down there at 1-3, and of course my dad at 0-4. At some point in this thing is going to turn around for my dad. I just glad that I've already played him, so he's going to turn around. He's going to turn around on a whole bunch of other people that's not named me. So there's that. So I think if the playoffs started today, but who really does that in after week 4? But all the 3-1s go. So Rogers in, John Hansen's in, Mark's in, Thomas is in, John Hauser's in, and then one of those 2-2s between Jim, Chris, and Davis Dynasty. I'm not breaking down tiebreakers this early into the season, so yeah, that's where it is. So there's your 6. First pick would go to my dad, and then we've got 3 of us at 1-3, and then of course the other 2-2. So there's our standings. Let's do some matchups for week 5. I know everyone's waiting for this. So we have the 3-1 Steel Curtain. This is division week 2. So 3-1 Steel Curtain is at the 1-3 Syndicate Enforcers. I lead the series 10-8. Last losing to Roger in the playoffs last year in the first round, and Rogers beat me the last 2 times. Make it 3. There's no chance in hell I haven't in this one. There's just really not. We got 1-3 El Resistencia at 2-2 Fake News. We'll call it the Far Hill Battle Border Clash with Jer and Garen. Jer leads the series 9-8. Also, I think Jer's won the last 2 with the matchup in the playoffs that they last year, first round. We got the 3-1 Sinister Guy from the Internet versus the 3-1 John Boy Special People. Thomas leads the series 6-3. Last playing week 10 last year. Thomas has won the last 2 straight in that series. That's probably going to be our matchup of the week, so to say, just because on sheer record. We got the 2-2 Fat Bastards at the 3-1 Irish Cop. John leads the series 7-6. Chris won last year, week 6. The 0-4 Bad Dog is at the 2-2 Davis Dynasty. JJ leads the series 7-2. I think it's week 1 last time they faced. And always the fun stat we get when Bitchmaker comes up. So 3-1 Bitchmaker's Ridi is at the 1-3 false reporting, but he'll come up with something cute. I don't know if, like I said, when he plays Jared and false reporting, I should just start figuring. You should just give me a list for all your names versus everybody's team name. So Jim leads the series 11-5, dating all the way back to the 2010 playoffs that I believe Mark won, because I would not have thought that those who were revisiting the game that Mark, bowed out of the league. So there it is for going into week 7. Survivor pool open for everybody. Get involved. I like it when I get over half the league, and I would like the whole league to get involved in these little side games, but over half the league's involved in side games. Survivor pool. It's on the little For Owners tab. Go down a little bit further than submit lineup. You'll see Survivor pool. Click it. Go pick somebody to win a game, and then you double elimination. So other than that, I'm out.